Malakas humilik, madaling mamatay. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka lahat ng mga road accident kamakailan lang ay dahil sa pagtulog sa pagmamaneho? Makakasama natin ngayon, walang iba ang may-ari ng Global Sleep Care ng ating bossing si Boss Chris Salumbides at ipapaliwanag niya sa inyo kung gaano nga ba kahalaga ang pagtulog at kung ano nga ba ang epekto nito sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay. Gaano nga ba kahalaga ang pagtulog, boss?
Kalahati ng buhay ng tao, kailangan natin mag-spend ng tulog. Now, if you're not getting a good or quality sleep, most common na tinitira ng pagtulog natin is yung puso.
Yes.
So, pag mayroon kasing obstructive sleep apnea, lagi kang napuputol yung paghinga habang natutulog ka. So, ang tendency is you're putting less oxygen to your brain and to your heart, and it can lead to heart disease and eventually heart attack. Mga drivers natin, di ba? Hindi sila nakakatulog sa gabi ng maayos. So, they need to get checked. And then, pag hindi talaga nakakatulog ng maayos sa gabi, it can cause excessive daytime sleepiness. Kaya ang dami nating road-related accident because of that.
Alam nyo ba na maraming may high blood at inaatake sa puso? Kaya sila inatake sa puso, kaya tumaas ang blood pressure nila. It is all because walang tamang blood flow or blood circulation sa katawan. Dahil nga, hindi sila nakakatulog ng maayos at hindi sila nakakahinga ng maayos. Ngayon, tunghayan natin kung paano nga ba natin maitatama ang ating pagtulog.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. This is Rose Tan, Respiratory Therapist of Global Sleep Care Center. So for today, magde-demonstrate tayo ng CPAP machine para sa pasyenteng nag-present ng kanyang prescription dahil he is diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea syndrome. Ang solusyon ay ang paggamit ng CPAP therapy. So what are the indications na ang isang tao ay may isang obstructive sleep apnea disorder? First would be snoring. Ang snoring ay indicator ng kakulangan sa pag-intake ng oxygen. Second would be cardiovascular stress. Okay, let's say si patient po ay may balanced diet, okay, healthy lifestyle, nag-go sa gym, pero upon checking up with his cardiovascular doctor, siya ay diagnosed with hypertension condition. So what are the probable cause? Ang isang taong may OSA disorder ay overwork ang kanilang puso sa paghinga. It is to compensate for the loss of oxygen. So ang kanilang puso ay nag-work ng doble than normal. Sa madaling salita, ang isang taong malakas humilik ay madaling mamatay. So first would be to assess kung ano ang nararapat na mask para sa pasyente. We have two primary masks na kino-consider para isuot ng pasyente when he's starting his CPAP therapy. Mainly what we have here is the full face mask. Ang full face mask po ay kino-cover both nose and mouth. The nasal mask only covers the nose. Full face covers nose and mouth because ang pasyenteng may tendency mag-breathe through their mouth when they are asleep. Mas maganda kung gagamitin nila ay full face because the time na mag-open ng kanilang mouth when they are asleep, supported pa rin ang kanilang breathing activity or supported pa rin sila ng kanilang CPAP therapy. Okay, so with nasal mask, kung hindi naman po overly opened ang kanilang mouth kapag sila ay tulog, they are fine with nasal mask. For Sir's case, he was prescribed with nasal mask. Ang una nating goal is to fit properly ang mask para sa kanya. We have here our size measurement guide. Let's try first with small. So our goal of mask fitting is not too loose or not too tight or not too snug rin also para sa pasyente. And upon measuring, sir is okay on with or would be better with medium size nasal mask. Isusuot muna natin mula sa taas. Sir, let me know kung masyado ko bang nahihigpitan or masyado pang maluwag para sa iyo ang mask mo. So we can perform necessary adjustments po.
Yeah. Sakto lang. Snug fit.
Snug fit lang. So mas malalaman natin kung properly fitted kay sir ang kanyang nasal mask upon turning on po the machine or when the machine is now delivering pressurized air. So it has a connection also. Detachable siya para in the time na nagising po ang pasyente in the middle of the night para mag-CR break, okay, it's easily for him to detach from the apparatuses. So ang pagpalit ng settings ng inyong CPAP ay hindi nire-recommenda for the patient to do on his own because it is crucial. Okay, hindi basta-basta po ang pagbibigay ng pressurized air para sa pasyente. Sir, are you ready? Now, when the machine is now starting to deliver pressurized air towards you, you perform your normal inhalation and exhalation only. So, i-demonstrate natin sa pasyente. Normally, nagsiset up tayo ng ating CPAP machine. Sa bahay, maaari. Pwede rin po sa ating clinic at Centurion Medical Makati. Now, kapag ang pasyente ay nasa relaxed position na po, we can now start running the machine. Okay? So, sir, you can also try being on your side position. Okay. So, pinapagawa din natin to sa pasyente to determine if magkakaroon din ba ng leakage sa ganitong klase ng position. Ang isang taong may isang OSA disorder ay merong mababang oxygen saturation. So when you say oxygen saturation, it is the oxygen level inside the patient's blood. The oxygen po kasi, it is the pagkain ng ating sistema o ng ating katawan. Kapag hindi nakakakain ng sistema natin, namamatay. Having a critical level of oxygen saturation is very bad for someone with an OSA disorder. As much as possible, doctors in the Philippines po highly recommend starting their CPAP intervention na po. Again, the CPAP therapy delivers a pressurized air towards the pasyente. Anong klaseng air ito? It is just the environmental air na pinapasok sa pasyente ng kumbaga may puwersa or may sipa in order to again open the airway flaps or the airway muscles of the patient na nagko-close or may tendency mag-collapse when they are on their relaxed state. Try to be on your supine position, sir. Okay, yes. For those with OSA disorder, they have the tendency, without CPAP therapy, they have the tendency to be on side position or to be side lying because it is their body's compensation, kumbaga. Ito na yung paraan ng pagbawi ng kanilang katawan para makahinga ng maayos. Because kapag nakatihaya po kayo or naka-supine position, mas malaki ang tendency ng having a collapsed airway. When you are on your side lying position, nakakabawi ang sistema mo dahil mas nag-o-open ang airways mo when you are on your side. For those na mas sanay na for the longest period of time on side lying position, more or less, babalik na ang kanilang normal routine or normal way of sleeping, which is to be on their supine or tihaya position na pagtulog. Again, the purpose of this CPAP trial, for a very short period of time lamang naman, to determine kung may kailangan tayong i-conduct na necessary adjustment para sa pasyente. But then again, ang pagbabasehan pa rin natin ay isang magiging prescription ng ating doktor. Maraming salamat everyone for listening. And again, I'm Rose and I hope to see you very soon.
Ngayon, ipapaliwanag sa atin ang mga devices na po pwedeng makatulog sa inyo upang makorek natin yung pagtulog natin, lalo na yung paghilik. Ito ay nagiging cause na nagagambala mo yung katabi mo sa kama at yung katabi mo sa kwarto. Ito ay nagiging cause ng napakaraming kaguluhan.
Here at Global Sleep Care, marami po tayong binibenta rin mga accessories, not only to help the patient to basically to maintain their treatment, kasi marami tayong mga pasyente na they do frequent traveling, marami tayo pwedeng gamiting accessories like tulad nito, battery pack. Saan ba ginagamit ang battery pack? Battery pack, it can be used for a frequent traveler, yung mga pilot natin, truck driver, also business people, and you move around. You can have one of these, our travel CPAP, and you can use a battery, a multi-night battery, enabled for you to use your CPAP every night. So hindi po natin pwedeng i-excuse na, hindi ko nagamit ang CPAP. What's gonna happen if you didn't use a CPAP machine? Magkakaroon ka uli ng excessive daytime sleepiness, lagi kang pagod. Kung meron kang hypertension, lalo yung hypertension ninyo, and also sabi ko nga, it can lead to heart disease. Of course, the CPAP needs to get maintained, right? At least every 6 months. It's like a car because you're using it. It's a device, it's powered by electronics, so you need to maintain and calibrate the CPAP machine. Also, clean your CPAP machine based on the standards. Napaka-common ng bacterial contamination kasi if you're breathing in a air na madumi, the tendency is magkakaroon ka talaga ng lung infection. So, able to avoid that, we also have this CPAP mask wipes. So, meaning ginagamit natin to para malinis talaga yung ating CPAP machine. We also have like filters, and of course, if you're using a breathing apparatus, it needs to be changed the filters at least every once a month or every 3 months based on the recommendation of the manufacturer. So, ito po is yung mga filters natin, and this specific filters is only fit for ating Air Mini. We also have like yung mga travel bags natin, and most common complaint ng mga CPAP user is yung uncomfortable usage of mask, right? So meron tayong different mask type here, from nasal pillow to full face mask, and etong variants natin dito, we have a respiratory therapist who will determine kung ano po ang best mask that fitted sa ating mga pasyente. So, ito po yung mga accessories natin, So, ito yung hose para dito sa maliit na machine natin, okay? Meron din tayong machine na para sa mga complex patient natin. Ang tawag po rito is BiPAP. So, yung pasyente po na may mataas ang carbon dioxide sa katawan, ang number 1 po na makikita natin sa pasyente na yon is they are big, obese. So, yung may matataas ang carbon dioxide, makikita nyo talaga, they have a thick neck, overweight, and lagi sila yung tinatawag natin ng santol, masandal, tulog. Yung mga patient natin na yon, these are the machine that they're gonna be benefiting from because this is a more complex treatment for patient with central sleep disorder or complicated obstructive sleep apnea.
Alright, so ngayon marami tayong natutunan tungkol dito sa Global Sleep Care. So pwede po kayong mag-inquire sa kanila.
Ipo-provide po namin yung information dito with regards to our phone number kung sino po pwede makontak. And our Global Sleep Care Center has different branches. Nandito po tayo ngayon sa Makati Sleep Branch. We also have like one in Quezon City. We have one in Las Piñas, and we also have like in Cebu. And pretty much our respiratory therapist, our sleep consultant is available for free assessment. Kaya po huwag kayong mag-hesitate na kontakin kami kasi we're conducting free assessment and able to find out kung meron po kayong problema sa pagtulog.
Nasa comment section din po natin kung gusto ninyong diretso ng kontakin sila para makapag-inquire na po kayo at ma-assess po kayo. Ulitin ko mga boss, libre po ang assessment, wala po itong bayad. So muli, maraming salamat sa inyo mga boss, and God bless sa inyo lahat.
Thank you so much and have a great day.